So I thought you might like this video. It's a little bit strange. It's a little bit of a strange car. The Mitsubishi v3000. Now, I think these were called the Turners in the States. They've got a few different names, and there are a few different Japanese domestic market spec versions of these. But this is a New Zealand new v3000. Now, most of these cars were supplied to kind of executives, I guess, in New Zealand back in the day. It was quite an expensive and quite a popular car. Good tow car. That's why it's got a tow bar on it. And the police. The police use these pretty extensively because, man, I'm sure this was accidental. These things are fast, like genuinely. Like they really have a surprising turn of speed, and they're super, super comfortable. This one, sadly deregistered, but super tidy. So I bought this car for a film job a few years ago, and it kicked around and kicked around. I think it was deregistered in 2016. And I used it in a couple of movies. I think it was West Side, and then I used it for a series last year called Kid Sister, which we actually had to dress it down a little bit. But this was kind of a low owner, really tidy car. Now, inside, check that out. That is like super plush. These are really comfortable, really quiet little missiles. However, they are a little bit thirsty. 3 litre V6, front wheel drive. I think there might have been an all-wheel drive version. They definitely did a turbo version, which was something else. This one's got a boring dash, but I'm going to show you the really cool dash in a minute. Very standard kind of Mitsubishi V6. Burble there. Super quiet car, man. Like, this thing's really quiet. This hasn't run at all for the last year or so, because it's just literally sat around. Can't drive it on the road because it has no plates, so we just leave it around for film jobs only. Look at that. Runs like a new one, surprisingly. Rust free and super solid. This one I'm going to move on to somebody else because really I never use it. Like it just sits around. I mean, it's not road legal, so I didn't use it. And I had it for a while. Really liked the way it drove. Just comfortable and quiet. And like I said, quick. Like really interesting. Quite a well-equipped car. But this one isn't as well equipped as the other one. So what I did is, I liked this one so much and I couldn't drive it. I bought this one. Now this one, I had a little bit of a harder life. A lot more kilometres. 300,000 Ks on this. But it was fairly tidy and it was on the road and it was cheap. So I bought it, and it's got to be my standby car for the last couple of years, which is, you know, no problem. I've never really treated it well. It's been lived outside its entire time since. You know, I've just did the work it needs to keep it on the road. And every time I've needed a car, well, kind of this is what I drive. I'm not so sure about the spoiler. I think that might have to come off. Plus, I don't know many Japanese cars, so the number plate had to be used somewhere, and I thought this was the perfect place to use it. I've driven thousands of kilometres in this car. If I needed something to just get me somewhere, I bought this. Well, I used this. You know, I would just drag it out of its storage, jump in it, cruise around in it, and then park it up and, you know, drive one of the other gajillion movie vehicles and stuff that we had. But over the years, I've kind of got to like this. I mean, it needs a big birthday now. It really does. Like it's especially untidy inside because I've never cleaned it any other time I've had it. This is probably its third wash. But this one has something I'm really going to show you inside. And you'll have to excuse me a bit dirty because, like I said, I drive this thing all the time. Check this out. Night Rider digital dash. This has aircon, cruise control, electric windows, power steering, power brakes. Same kind of deal as the other one. Starts up lovely. Look at that. Check out that intake. That is just such a cool rev counter. Come on, man. And everything this works. Like still. Like it's got a crazy dash there. Look at this. This is the indicators here. And this way is the main beam. You have to pull it towards you. That is the headlights. Another turn switch for the wipers. Man, it's like all these crazy little pockets in it, here, there, and everywhere. But it's a pretty cool old executive wagon, 322,000 Ks. Starting to sound a little bit ticky, but that's what Mitsubishi do. But this is it's still a good car even today. Like today, you could still jump in this and drive it anywhere. And honestly, I mean, when I first got it, I kind of liked the shape, but it's nothing spectacular. But as time has gone on, this really grew on me. It's kind of spacey. And over the last year or two, people have just started saying, oh, nice car. Kids have come up to it and said, what is it? I kind of like it. It's sort of a classic now, I guess. I mean, I never thought I'd say Mitsubishi and classic in the same sentence together, but it's happening. I mean, these are not only the early Japanese cars, which are almost extinct and super hard to find, but these later ones, there's hardly any left anymore. I mean, they were such good cars, people just drove them until they stopped working. Until they blew up, or until, you know, something went majorly wrong with them, because they were just such a usable, drivable, daily driving car. Now, I think I'm probably going to spend a little bit of money on this year and just give it a good tidy up and give it a service and go through it, just because I kind of like it and it's a good car. But this one, well, this one's going to be for sale. So if anybody feels that they've got a hole in their life that needs to be Mitsubishi sized, v3000 it'd be perfect for like a collection or something, because, you know, it looks fine. It's got a couple of little dents and dings, but apart from that, this thing really shines up really good and it looks perfect. But if you're going to put it back on the road, of course, you've got to re-register it. Drives great. They're the smoothest, most comfortable car you'll ever get to drive. They really are. They're just incredible. I don't know why they're so good. I mean, they shouldn't be. They're just conventional suspension and stuff. But Mitsubishi really went after an executive market and they wanted them to be comfortable. So I guess they were. But anyway, I just thought you'd find this interesting, because I was just cleaning this one up thinking I'm going to move it on. And I thought, well, since I've got two in the yard, which makes me some kind of Mitsubishi foamer probably, I thought you'd both like to see them, especially because they're so different. That's an SEI, this one, and this one's a Super Saloon. And I guess that one has all of the extras, and this doesn't. As you can see, this one even has the bomb sight on the front of it, which is super cool. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed watching these, and maybe I'll bring this back to you at some point in time when I've given her a proper clean-up and gone through it, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep driving it. Maybe something will go wrong with it. I don't know, but I think it's probably worth saving. Tell me, what do you think? Think the styling's got better over the years? I kind of think so. It's got that vaguely Buck Rogers kind of spacey late 70s, 80s feel to it. I really like the car. It's really grown on me. But let me know what you think. You might say it's horrible and I hate it, and you are more than welcome to that opinion. But let me know. Cheers, guys. Hope you've had a good day. Happy New Year and all that. Welcome to 2023. Let's hope it's going to go really good. And let's hope we'll have a nice year of walking around and seeing some more unusual, different cars. There's a couple in the background you'll see that we'll get round to at some point in time shortly. But hope you've enjoyed having a look at these oddball little Mitsubisis. Thanks, guys. Bye.